Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on Dark Souls 3. So today we're going to be continuing with a 100% walkthrough where we get every item in the game and discover all the secrets. So we're just as we left off when we killed the Crystal Sage, which was the boss of the Crucifixion Woods. And though we're still technically in the same kind of area just for these few first minutes, today we're going to be doing Cathedral of the Deep. So coming around here, sometimes the crystal lizards which are down here will actually just suicide, so sometimes you don't even have to come down here and you randomly get Twinkling Titanite, which is what happened to me this time. But maybe one will suicide and then that one won't or whatever. But yeah, down here is just crystal lizards. So we're going to come back over here and jump off here to come a new area. And yeah, there's a set just here, and that's it for this bit. So technically across this bridge we are officially in Cathedral of the Deep area now, where this bonfire is. So there's going to be two NPCs on this staircase here. One of them does give you a shield and the other one doesn't give you anything, so the one that doesn't give me anything is already dead. Down here to the left there's going to be some ashes, I believe, to upgrade the merchant at the Firelink Shrine. Halfway up the steps we're going to come over here to the left. I believe by now we'd probably have aggro of one of the NPCs, which is the NPC who wouldn't give you anything anyway. There's Titanite Shard just here. We're going to make our way back to the steps now and go up and then to the right. If we don't go too high up, we're not going to get aggro on the next NPC anyway. And if you get lucky enough, once we've been up here, you'll be able to get a plunge and attack anyway. So once we fell down here, we're going to go all the way up the mountain, get that shield. And if you're lucky enough, like I said, you can probably get a plunge and attack. I didn't get that lucky, he moved out of the way. But yeah, you pretty much get the shield from Dark Souls 1 with the bandit starting class, I believe it was, once you killed that guy. And yeah, so that's all we're going to be doing just here. So now we're going to make it up the stairs. So in the next woody area, there's only going to be one item, and it's pretty much in plain sight up here to the right. So just come up here, and behind this tree we're going to get up here on the ledge. And there we go, So like I said, that's the only item just here. So now we're going to continue to where these arches are, and you're pretty much just going to go straight until we get into the cathedral, and there is going to be our bonfire. But before resting out, you can come over here to the right, and in this corner there's going to be the notched whip. So as you can see, there's going to be a lot of shortcuts coming back to this cathedral, but we'll be figuring them out in a bit. So first we're going to head back out of the main door we just came in. There's going to be an item guarded by 3 guys here. It's going to be an Estus Shard, but really they don't do anything, they're just praying or whatever. First we're going to come take this path, which is jumping down here. So the enemies around here, if they manage to hit you, they will kind of give you a frenzy, or the equivalent to frenzy on Bloodborne, but it's kind of like, it's just bleed. But what's going to happen is there's going to be loads of little bugs on you that you can't really see. There is a little trick though. If you do happen to have the stat on you and you're bleeding out, just put a torch in your hand and it will kill the little bugs off. You'll be able to see them falling off your body or whatever. But yeah, just a little trick there in case you guys didn't know that. So we picked up a few things. Most of them are in plain sight anyway. There's Titanite Shard up here. So there's a crystal listed just here with all these crystals, but I kind of had to kill him off to explore and clear the area properly. So yeah. Anyway, coming back down here to the left, there's going to be a little thin passage and another door to the left. It's going to be an enemy in here, and there's going to be the Poisonbite Ring. We can drop down to this place a bit later on, just in case you didn't bother coming down here first and you prefer to do the other bit first. But yeah, same difference really. So that's it for now. There is another building down there to the right, but we won't be able to do anything in there because that's just a shortcut back later on. And there's a Titanite Shard before we jump back down into the cathedral. So yeah, another way into the cathedral. So now we're going to head back out one more time. And this time, instead of jumping down to the right, we're going to come up to the left, which is going to become a graveyard. So I obviously can't clear this area out because, as you probably know, these enemies are infinite. They just keep coming out of the ground, and there's nothing you do. It's not like you could use a blessed weapon or divine weapon or whatever, because it's not that they revive, they just literally more spawn. So yeah. So first we're going to come up here to the left and then go left one more time, and there's going to be an item at the end. I think I could have probably took an earlier left and got to the same place, I think. But anyway, there's an Astora Greatsword just there. So at the moment now we're just going to stick to the left and jump off here into this little valley. Now we're just going to go all the way to the end of the valley until we can drop into this dead end over here with 2 items at the end. Pick that soul up and another greatsword. So yeah, just watch out. As soon as you pick those up, loads of them will spawn there. So just get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. It's really not much part of killing these guys unless like completely blocking your path or whatever. So now we're going to take the first left we can and go all the way to the end, and we'll get to this bridge. So there's no more items in the graveyard or the graveyard area before this bridge, so don't worry about that. Up here, just be careful. There is one enemy here what will spawn or respawn, or sorry, die properly, a normal enemy pretty much. So yeah, down here to the right there's a few items. There's going to be one here on this gravestone hanging off the edge, which is going to be to upgrade our Estus flask. There's going to be repair powder just there. So if we befriended with the giant on the tower in the Undead settlement, then he will still be helping us out just here by shooting these guys, though they are infinite. So yeah, he must be having quite a lot of fun there. Infinite fun pretty much, but he must have infinite arrows, I guess. Anyway, before heading up to the main cathedral, we're going to come over here to the right, head up these stairs into this little building. There's going to be a Greatshield just there, and coming down here there's going to be a ladder we can kick off. So this is going to lead to the building I did kind of mention down in the area we just went back to, or sorry, the area we explored first, where I mentioned that there was another building that was a shortcut. So that's that shortcut. So yeah, once we're at the entrance of the Grand Cathedral, we're going to come over here to the left and get this rusted coin from behind these boxes. We can't open this big door yet, that's going to be a bit later on. And come through here, we're going to get this other item, and yeah, I don't know why that guy's still alive. He obviously jumped off the tower, but whatever. So we're going to come down here to the left and go up here. Just watch your back there. There's somebody slightly behind the tower, hidden on a piece of wood. So yeah, over on this balcony, there's going to be another soul, and getting through the level quite well now. I mean, just watch out, because this area is filled with those enemies that just jump off the roof randomly, the little really aggressive guys. I think just above this item there's one hanging onto the little archway there, and there's going to be a giant here guarding this one. Once we've got that, head back onto our main path, and this time we're going to head up, no sorry, down the stairs just here. There's going to be a room here filled with the little aggressive guys, like literally 4 or 5 of them maybe. As soon as you go in the door, as soon as you go walk past the door, they're just all going to fly out at you, so be careful. This big place is pretty much empty, and up these stairs there's going to be 2 kamikaze guys come at you, so be careful of them. All the way at the end there's one item, and yeah, this is going to be our first entrance to the actual Grand Casino, I nearly said. Sorry guys, I'm half asleep at the moment. The Grand Cathedral, after we pick up that Ember. Anyway, so coming in here, we're going to notice a giant or whatever, but though he is already dead at the moment. We're going to come left down here above this item. Just watch out, because that statue will try and poison you with some poison mist. But yeah, just pick up and move away and it should be fine. So once we get to this area, before doing anything, we're going to come to the left and down this elevator, because there's going to be our first real shortcut back to the bonfire in the little cathedral. So yeah, just open this gate from this side, and over here at the end there's going to be the door all the way back into the cathedral. So now we've got a brilliant shortcut that pretty much we skip the graveyard altogether, so we don't have to worry about that every time we die, and we go straight into the main cathedral. So yeah, so we're going to make our way obviously all the way back out, and all the way back up the lift we just came down. So first thing we're going to do is, before going out there, we're going to go down these stairs, because at the end, guarded by a giant, there's going to be a deep gem, I believe. And yeah, that's what there is down there really. And now we're going to come all the way back to the top, and now we're going to go out the main door to continue through the level. So this is where a giant's going to originally attack you. You can sit here and kill him, though it's kind of difficult. I really recommend doing it once you're down the bottom with him. You get a ring there. I'm not sure if it's called Lloyd's ring or something, but what it does is that if you've got full HP, it gives you a bit of a boost on your attacks. And you also got some exploded bolts there, I believe. So coming down here, first off we're going to come to the left and cross the bridge To our right, just watch out, this one of those gooey guys, the slime guys on the roof hanging down, trying to defend, trying to protect that miracle there. Now we're going to come back and climb up this hand ladder and come to the left. There's going to be an item over here near this balcony or whatever. I think it's an Ember. And we're just going to drop back down to where we was, where I mentioned about the giant. And now we're going to come back down instead of heading to the left. Now we're going to go continue straight forwards. And so this chest here is a mimic, so watch out for this guy. So just go ahead and kill him. He'll give you a tome, so make sure you go and take that back to whoever it belongs to. I'm not sure, I think it was the deep one. I believe it was the deep one, but yeah. So coming into this room over here, apart from this item just here, which is Ember, we are going to be attacked by one of those spider, dog, horse guys, or whatever you want to call them, and he will drop you a ring. Also, if you're in Ember form, just around about here, Kirk will invade you, and if you kill him, you will get his sword and shield. So that's worth mentioning as well. So coming to here, there's where the giant what was attacking us before will be. If you want to kill him, it's a lot easier to kill him from here. Across here there's going to be souls though, so before heading back to the left, we are going to come all the way over here to the right where the giant would be. Pick up this set just here, and yeah. So if you've got a knife or any bandit kind of quick knife critical weapon, just use the art to get through the water, because it will go a lot quicker, and you know, it won't really stop you. So yeah, we got a Bident there and a few homeward bones. So now we're going to head back up to where the giant was, up the main stairs. And now we are going to head straight on, come over here to the left if we want to go a bit faster. So there's a door here to the left, but we're not going to be checking that out until a bit later, because there's something we want to do before heading that way, something to do with an NPC, but we'll be showing that in a second. So over here there's an armor set. It's pretty much the farm set from Dark Souls 2, but it's called the Drang set here. I wonder why. So yeah, pick all that up. I believe you got Drang hammers as well, or something like that. So yeah, so now we're just going to come up the stairs just here. There's going to be a whole load of enemies here, and there's an Ember over here. So before heading to the right, which behind the big shrine would be the boss battle, we're going to come over here, go up this elevator here, and we are going to open the main doors of the big cathedral, which we've seen just after the graveyard. So there's a pretty good shortcut as well. This is like as soon as you come to this place, I can't after the graveyard, pretty much as soon as you, it's like after you stop seeing infinite enemies. Anyway, now what we're going to do is reset the map, like go travel somewhere and then come back, because that will let this NPC spawn. So what is this NPC? It kind of seems suspicious at first anyway. He don't even really say his name or anything, he just says from Katarina. But yeah, whatever, he seems pretty familiar for the people that know what I'm talking about or played Souls games before. So yeah, we're gonna fall into his trap anyway. Hey, Mr. Patches. So yeah, it's pretty funny because if you already killed the giant, he's like, giant? And he knows it's screwed once he knows there's no giant there. It's not really, it wasn't exactly hard to see that there wasn't a giant there, but whatever. Fine, have it his way. But okay, so there's the point where we are going to head into that door I mentioned before, which is to our left down here. And there's going to be a path which will also activate the second shortcut back to the little cathedral. So if we jump down there to the right, we'll be going back to one of the places where there was, I think it's where the Poisonbite Ring was, where the crystal lizard and all that, or the crystal beast was and all that. Yeah, I think it's where we get the Poisonbite Ring. So don't bother jumping down there if you've already been down there, really. And yeah, we're back at the little cathedral. So we're going to leave the little cathedral for one last time. Come over here, go back up the elevator. But we're not actually going to go back into the big cathedral yet, because we want to finish Patch's side quest. This is a pretty good shortcut if you already got the cathedral big door open like we just did, because you'd come up here, jump off, go into the main door, and then you're practically at the boss. So that'd probably be the shortest shortcut to get to the boss. I left this guy alive just to show you guys that this guy actually gives you a ring. And here we're going to just roll. I believe you can just walk off as well. So yeah, it's not really hard to land on here. And yeah, we're going to come up here onto the roof. First we're going to go all the way near the end and then go right until we get to this tower apart with a crossbow on it. Now there is one more item. I don't know where that guy is hiding, to be honest. There's going to be one more item up here, which is all the way at the end, which I believe is a pale tongue. So that's pretty useful if you want to do the side quest to get the red eye orb and you don't really want to invade or whatever. So yeah, so now we're going to come to the right. I believe there's 2 or 3 doors we can come in, but they all lead to the same place anyway. So yeah, there's going to be one item over here to the right, which I believe is a blessed gem. Now we're going to go all the way to the opposite side, which is over here, sticking to the right hand side though, until we get to here where we see this platform. So we're going to go and jump on this platform. I nearly fucked that up so bad after clearing the level out. I was like, fuck, I thought I was a goner for sure there. But anyway, after jumping down there, jump down to this staircase. So once you finish off all the enemies that ambush you there, go ahead and talk to Patches. Tell him that he knows who we are anyway. You get a gesture and unrusted coin, and also he will sell us some pretty interesting stuff like Cathedral set and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, we're nearly done, but there is one more important NPC in this place, so we're gonna head up here. There's gonna be another pretty bad ambush here, and as you notice, there's one guy at the end what doesn't really do anything. This guy's going to drop is the red Sign Soapstone, just in case you was wondering where that was. And we're going to head through this double door, which is pretty much the only place we've got left to visit in this area. There's going to be a bonfire and also Rosario, which is the NPC that can relocate ad points. Also, you get Herald Set there. And also, this is a covenant as well, just keep that in mind. Yeah, you can relocate your points and change your appearance, maximum 5 times per character. So yeah, so you want to rest at the bonfire, and now it is time to head back to behind the shrine where all the guys were praying or whatever, and head down to the boss battle. So it's a really easy boss battle, to be honest. There's not really much to say about it. It's a bit special, but it's really, really easy. And once you've killed him, he will give you the soul and a small dough, which will be crucial. You need this to complete the game a bit later on. This is a key item. And oh yeah, there's one more thing. If you reset the map, like travel somewhere and then come back to this bonfire, you can pick the boss's setup. So yeah, anyway guys, this has been episode 5, the Cathedral of the Deep. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, please let me know in the comments. If this was helpful, please go like and subscribe, and we will see you in episode 6, guys.